not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no difference. 4th and inches. I'm finna hit a lick and handle business. I got her down, she real vicious. Rock-a-bye, baby, no witness. This is not even a conflict. You on nonsense. Got the same way in Brooklyn and Compton, but with that game.
From the home of the Bills since 1973, we are at Highmark Stadium, just south of downtown Buffalo. Today, it's week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a good one in store between the Chicago Bears and the Buffalo Bills. Playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Allen off the play fake. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now it's 3rd and 3. Well, this defense for the Bears, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Play action. Now it's Allen. Right back to Cook for another completion. A little juke. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, with to spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
Jalen Johnson up to make the tackle. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Running off tackle with Cook. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
A 2-yard loss brings up 3rd down and 12.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 29-yard line. A gain of 18 and a new set of downs. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The Bills had 3 and 8 on the year. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
Steps away. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. A great play there. With touchdown touchdown number 8 on the year.
And the Bills get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 25-yard line. They start the drive with Cook. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, it's time for the mates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Now it's Fields. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Tre'Davious White with a pick.
So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Left side, Cook. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Alert!
On play action, Allen. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football.
Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
They'll try the middle with Cook. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Again, it's Cook. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. Fields. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up. Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. Kicking into a headwind here in the second quarter. Butker's kick here is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And that one carries out of the side of the end zone for a touchback, so that will come out now to the 25-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster. So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Here's Allen. He completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. They'll get 34 yards there.
You ask tight ends about their favorite routes to run, and surprisingly, this will pop up as one of their staples because they run so many routes in the middle of the field. How about this one? Starts downfield, bends it to the corner, great touch on the football, and they turn that one into a big play.
He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen steps away to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Fletcher. Touchdown! A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Fields now to throw. And this throw will be intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football.
Well, and I saw the pressure coming out, and that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
They run it again with Cook. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Throwing now is Allen. And complete right side to Cook. He's going to pick up the first down and then some. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
Alert, alert, alert!
They'll run with Cook. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
56, 56.
On play action, Allen. And he whips that one incomplete there.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Allen on the move to his left. Touchdown, Bills. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Now Fields. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
Cook up the gut. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Here's Fields. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 40. Up the middle, it's Cook. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by the defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
From the 38, Fields. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Getting the ball is Cook running left. He stiff arms him and able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 3, second down.
That was well coached and even better executed, because you saw him looking for the cutback lane, never materialized, and had excellent pursuit to stack that play up.
The last run got 3. Now here's second and 7. Here's Fields. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense, because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Throwing on third down, Fields. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays and given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And you wonder if with Allen's arm, they might just take their chances by dialing up a long one. On first down, Allen. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've reached halftime here in Orchard Park, with the Bills taking the lead into the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. From the gun, here's Fields. There's a nice move. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Fields. He'll dump this off to Cook. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw, Fields. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Here we go on 4th down, Fields. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Bills are going to get the football back.
4th down, and they take to the air, which really isn't a major surprise, but how about the coverage? They're able to bat it down.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And some room to work. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
The extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Fields.
Oh, Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time. Jair Elam makes a pick. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, they're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 101 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
They run again on 1st down. Cook.
Down at the 25.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. To the air, Allen. Throw left side complete. That's Cook.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
They'll try the wide side with Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They'll run for it with Cook. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances. So they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
2nd down and goal. Allen out to his left. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Barton, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Allen now on 3rd and goal.
And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. And that's now a half dozen interceptions for him over the last 2 games. Cassidy, remember, he threw 3 in the last ball game and now 3 more here.
And the way that you present it, partner, I'm not sure what sounds worse, right? Half a dozen over the last 2 games or 3 the last game, 3 this game. Either way, it's way too many. And that's something they'll have to work on, hoping to get through the rest of this game without having to address it again.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Bills Bears will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Well, this defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
Throwing again on second down. Allen. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
Trying to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
They give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
Off play action, Fields. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this 3rd quarter of play. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Cook. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball, because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling him almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
4th down, Fields has to have this one. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. That's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th, and we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
Yeah, boy, the strength on display there as he rumbles through tacklers for a gain of about 8. Here's Cook again. And some room to run now. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. 158 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all game long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football.
Touchdown! James Cook. He's straight on the ground and through the air. And the Bills look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Bass on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. They run the counter with Cook. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
This offense so far on third down, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. To throw is Fields. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he's got some space here. Touchdown, Chicago! Dalvin Cook, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Well, they had done a really nice job on him through 3 quarters plus, but you just had that feeling eventually he was going to get loose.
And this is why coaches always preach that it's a 4-quarter game, right? It gets trite for us. It gets trite for the fans. This is exactly what they're talking about. What you did before was terrific, but will it stand up if you start giving up big plays as we saw there?
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. It's been a dominant performance to this point, Charles, and this is probably exactly how they scripted this and envisioned it. They got a 3-score lead, 4th quarter, and a chance if they want to continue to pour it on here.
It is their call, isn't it? I mean, the way that they have taken on this game and the way that they have carried this game and have dominated this game, you're exactly right. Do what you want down the stretch. We are in the era of, hey, if you don't want us to do this to you, then you need to stop us. Their call to finish this one off.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it.
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. The Bills send the punter out. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. Now it's Lockett. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And the Bears take over. Elsewhere in the NFL, they're in the 4th down in New Orleans. And really pouring it on now are the Falcons.
If they can hold on to that lead to the end, it would up their win total to 7. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think.
And this is caught on the sideline. Are the feet in? They are. What a catch. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Fields.
Yeah, he's got Mooney in the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Darnell Mooney,
23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Bears have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Bears 21.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point.
That's to about the 28. Second down coming up.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
A give. This is Cook. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game.
He had to fight for every yard on that run, shook himself free of a tackle, and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on it. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
Play action. Now it's Allen. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Call it a gain of 11 yards, and that should just about do it. First down, here's the run with Cook.
And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40.
So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills.
Well, Charles, when you look at the stat sheet, ultimately one thing sticks out like a sore